And we are live. We will see how long it takes to hit the YouTube, though. I don't know. There's like a 30-second lag or something. So, welcome back to Shift Kicker Coffee with Friends. It's been a while, I know that. But I am back, and today on panel we have the one, the only, Trust in God First. My special guest, Silver Selling Machine. My other special guest, Hick Gal. And of course, the one, the only, Tin TV. So how are y'all?
Good.
We're back and we're out of the penalty box.
Woohoo!
Woo.
So Tin TV is going to be able to stream. Hello, $1 Million Meg. Big favor, right away when you come in, can you grab Silver Selling Machine's channel link? I know. I work my mods.
You work your mods.
I do. Because I forgot. Thank you, $1 Million Meg. Big love, sis. So I'm going to say hi to who I can see that's in chat right now. Garrett came in. Ziva's mom, hello. And Zed's Place, Lady D, says we have 12 people, but I don't know yet. We shall see. So, Trust, how's your morning going?
Who's Trust? I'm Charlie.
Okay, Charlie, how's your morning going?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't trust the hostess. Changed my name without telling me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where's my copy?
I don't know. You'd have to bring your own. And then, Silver Selling Machine, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
Good.
It's afternoon for me.
Wait.
What?
Okay, sorry. Hi, Meg.
Good afternoon, Mike. So, Hick, how are you doing this morning?
Doing okay. Could be worse.
And the one, the only Tin TV, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm not a morning person, but I'm here.
But you're here, huh?
Yeah, but you know I'm not a morning person.
Well, you know how they say. You know how they say when bad things can happen, they do? Yeah, my laptop took a poopy, so I'm actually streaming from my phone, so hopefully everything goes well. So I did find one really good feel news article this morning after I got off with Trust. Believe it or not, there was a baby that got left in a car, okay? Yep, at a grocery store. The guy broke the window, revived it. Okay, and come to find out, the officer that showed up on scene was the dad.
What?
Wow.
Yep, the officer that showed up on scene was the father of the baby. Uh-huh. So he was able to be with the baby. They hadn't located the mom. Apparently she saw the police out there and she ran. But feel good story. The reason I say that, because the baby was safe, was doing well. The father was with it. And yeah, we had another hero rescue a child.
So, are the mom and dad divorced or separated
Nope.
or something?
Nope, they're together.
Wow. Why would you run?
I don't know.
Leave a kid in the car.
Exactly. Lots of whys.
I don't ever get that.
I got to mute for a second. I got a UPS delivery. Sorry, guys.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Joyce. Hey, Great Scott.
So, yeah, say hello to chat for me.
Hi, Chad. Hey, Joyce. Great Scott. Life of Bobby. Hi, Meg. I'm not grumpy. So, Tin, you like my picture?
Oh, I like that picture.
Yes.
Okay, I put this on my background the other day.
I
It was
saw
toilet
that.
paper. Oh, okay. So then you know. We
Yes.
run out of tin foil. This is Tin putting on her armor of God.
Yeah, I
So
like
Tin
that.
doesn't need her tin foil hat all the time in case she forgot to pick up some more tin foil. So.
True.
Say, guys, if you hear the lawnmower in the background, let me know and I'll go in the house.
Is it really the lawnmower?
Yeah, my neighbor decided to cut his grass all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. All I hear is.
Well, look at that. Snoopy Stacks is in the
Snoopy.
house.
Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy Stacks.
Where's Woodstock?
So, for the ones of you that don't know Hit Gal, she has been streaming with me with Tin TV and us for a couple shows now, and she's been around the prepping community and that for a long time. But can you tell us anything else about you?
Um, I I don't know. I'm daughter of a trucker and a daughter of a veteran. I'm a mama, and that means I'm a mom too. I'm Jewish, but I'm country and hick as can be. So I don't know how you want to put that together. Yorga calls me the country Jew. So I don't know what else to say.
Well, there's our Hit Gal. So, how about you, Silver Selling Machine? What can you tell us about you personally?
I'm a widow, a mom, yeah,
And a grandma?
and a grandma. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I'm always helping people. Always, always doing
And
something.
that's why we love our Hit Gal and our SSM.
Where'd you go?
I want to ask Tin a question. I want to know what kind of kibbles and bits she eats.
What?
What kind of cat food do you eat, Tin?
I don't eat cat food.
But you're a cat with a tinfoil hat and you're shit crazy. So
But only on the internet.
I'm a cat too. I'm a robot cat.
Yeah,
Snoopy's
imagine that.
might be Lady Dagger's status. Hey guys, good night.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. I'm most appreciative. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but life was happening and then life really happened when I fell. So, yep, I'm going to get back at this. So, hopefully, do a Women's Wednesday in 2 weeks. We shall see.
will you be ready for the Olympics?
How are you doing anyway? Can you get around?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. One day at a time. It's only been 30, it was 30 days. It'll be 30 days on the 6th since I fell. But, you know, you break your femur in 3 places.
Ugh,
It's 3 times as hard.
yeah.
But I'm doing good. You know, I have bad times and I have good times. I'm walking, you know, I can bear weight on it. And yeah, so
Us women are more prone to that. Brittle bones.
had nothing to do with brittle bones. It actually had to do with a sciatic nerve that decided to overreact and light my leg on fire and then decide to shut all feeling off.
Oh yeah, I have that every day.
So where when I stepped, I couldn't feel my leg at all. So I fell.
Yeah, that's how I smashed into a bureau and broke my finger. And yeah,
Kind of crazy. Stack Ann, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Yep. So, anybody that have anything in the news that they'd like to report on? Uh-oh. Any food recalls or anything, Tin, that you found?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm not a morning person. I'm still waking up, remember?
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
I'm not a morning person.
it's almost 1 o'clock.
No, it's 9:41 in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in the second to the last time zone.
You're right.
So it's still morning here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
See, me and Trust are Central Time. I don't know for sure what Hick Gal is.
I'm Eastern. It's 12:40 here.
Yeah.
Yep. So you and that Silver Selling Machine are Eastern. And then we have Tin. Just waking up. So my weather today is going to be awesome. Right now we're at 72 degrees with a high of 84. And then rain tomorrow. Ooh. It's 1,041 there, $1 million Meg. Oh my goodness. That sounds like hell.
Yeah, we're gonna
Somebody's
be
been
80s all
drinking.
week.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you drinking, Meg?
So if anybody in chat has any questions for either Silver Selling Machine or Hick Gal, let me know. And see, she's at 10:42, so she's an hour behind me.
I want to know who Hit Gal's sitting on.
Oh, that's my husband. He was lifting me up and acting like he's spanking me, and the girls took a picture.
Oh, it's the Who's Your Daddy picture. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
See,
That's my
that
husband.
makes sense now. I don't want to see your picture and go, okay, who is that?
No,
Santa?
that's me and my husband.
Okay, awesome.
That's
Oh,
about
88 for a high today for her.
What? That's it. I'm doing my tap dance.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my background cancellation is working because my husband just took off on a motorcycle to go get a car part. And my neighbor's mowing his grass.
Howdy,
Holy
pizza
crap.
guy.
Big love, pizza guy. Big love. So, I know this much that Hick Gal we were talking backstage about what's happening over in Israel or the shooting that happened. What was that?
There was now I slaughter stuff because I'm country and so I have no Jewish pronunciation, but in Carmel, I think it's how it's said. It's north of Nazareth and it's in between Tiberias and the waters. And so there was a shooting, well, a stabbing rather, at the mall, and there is video available on the internet. Of course, I don't understand anything they're saying, but it shows the guy running past a clothing store, and he just started stabbing people, and two men in their 20s were wounded. One was critical, and one is seriously, but they did take him out. Um, but they say that it was motivated because of all the stuff going on over there. So I guess it could have been worse, but to see the people panicking, to see that, to think that you could just they're just casually talking, and all of a sudden, in an instant, their day changed.
Yep, exactly. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And we're hearing more and more and more about this kind of stuff all over the place,
Well,
you know?
we don't live that, or most of us don't. I know some of the bigger cities. I live in a small town. Our whole town just moved our 4th of July to tonight because we're going to have bad storms tomorrow. So, I mean, I'm not used to that stuff, but they live that stuff all the time. They see bombs flying and hear sirens. Can you imagine living that life all the
No, horrendous for sure.
We're very blessed and very lucky, even with all that's going on, you know, to have this place we're living in.
Exactly. And that's kind of what Independence Day is all about. The 4th of July coming up
Yep.
is that, they fought for us to be free, so we didn't have to deal with that.
Even though we're seeing it in some cities, I know we have a couple of big cities here in Kentucky, and it's completely different when I go to them. I mean, I see people. We have homeless, and most of that here is because they want to be that way. But some of it, there are some that have become homeless. But in the big city, you just drive, and main roads, they're just all over the streets, and I'm not
all
used
over the
to that.
streets and tent cities, and
Yeah.
yep, it's pretty scary. I mean, things have been amping up for a while, and it's just make sure you always have your head on that swivel, like we say.
Well, it don't help when our leader has lost his vertical hold. He's 2 bricks short of a load,
Yeah, right?
Oh my Lord.
Pudding.
Pudding.
Sorry, I'm reading a story here for you.
Yorga baby, hello, welcome to chat.
Oh.
Welcome, Anna. I'm crazy, big love girl. Okay, many of us are all one bad car accident or tragic event away from becoming homeless. Yep, it can happen. I mean, I never expected to be doing what I'm doing right now. Nope. We were actually before I started up the steps, we were talking about taking a motorcycle ride, taking our bikes out, and that didn't happen.
Yep, your day took a major shift that day for sure.
Yep, 2:00 in the morning.
Oh no.
On Thursday the 6th. Yeah. Yeah, we went out, had a good time at the casino. We both won. We're, all happy and talking about what we're going to do the next day because we're both retired, and boom. Yep. So you never know. That's why you always don't take today for granted. Always try to show kindness.
Yep.
So, Trust, have you seen anything going on in the news that you might want to talk about? What's
I'm
that?
looking at it right now. Okay, before anything else, I'll go ahead and mention the weather in Sacramento, California. Up until Sunday, it's supposed to be anywhere from 105 to 115 without the heat index. Right now, they have a raging fire that's been reported since about an hour ago. That they are evacuating 13,000 people out of Northern California. They have 500 firefighters and well over 50 fire trucks responding to a 3,000-acre blaze in Northern California right now.
Dang.
And the wind, of course, the heat aren't helping any.
Gremlin said her dad sent a strike team to that fire.
Stephanie,
big love girl.
Unfortunately. So prayers to all the firefighters out there, and prayers that people have common sense and evacuate. You ain't going to stop a wildfire by trying to protect your home. Just get out. Take your animals. Definitely take your kids. Don't leave them in the car, and get out of Dodge.
Yep, if you can.
There's Gremlin. Hey, Gremlin. Sorry. So please, prayers for all the firefighters out there. Because yesterday was Wildland Firefighters Day. Yesterday. So, Gremlin, you will evacuate if I tell you. Don't make me do a freaking dance. You know what I'm talking about. I will do my tap. It'll get so hot you will have to leave. You'll have to go to the lake. Hey, Zeb. So that's the big one. Yeah, the Oroville, California. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So Stephanie. But yeah, that's the big thing in the news within the last hour. So sorry.
Nope. Don't be sorry. That it is a big thing. That's just like all these crazy sinkholes that are showing up. Did you know that there was a sinkhole that showed up in the middle of a Trader Joe's, I believe it was?
Yep, in California. Yeah.
In California.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum,
How does that happen?
Well, I can't say because then YouTube will hit you.
I don't care. Say it.
No.
No, be careful, because remember they're
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
right.
watching.
they're watching. They're coming for channels.
Can't say stuff.
Have a great day, pizza guy.
Yeah, because it's an
Oh,
erection.
fine. All right, bye. Bye, y'all.
Not you, Trust. I meant pizza guy.
But you said trust.
And Dharma
agent.
Mag. Yeah, Dharma agent. Hello. Welcome in. Please, guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. It's free, and all it does is pretty much get us out in the algorithms. And for my channel right now, I could really use the boost, being I haven't been able to stream for a while.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Please share her out too. I did. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I know Tin did.
I can also tell you that Nasrallah's deputy, he's a Hezbollah or whatever. He says that, yeah, he says he is going to set fire to the border with Israel if a ceasefire is reached with Gaza. So he says he is going to light it up. And I know that a lot of people are really nervous over there about that, because they say a lot of times he doesn't talk out of his head. He, like, when he says it, he means it. And so I know they're really nervous about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if stuff goes off over there, it's going to affect us now more than ever, because we're so involved,
Yep.
So we can't think, hey, it's over there anymore. I heard somebody say here about a week or two ago, I believe it's David Foster. He said, back when we had the other wars, 1 and 2, he said their weapons couldn't reach us. They had to fly over here. He said now they can push a button and reach us. And we have to think from that perspective now, that we can be reached at the touch of a button,
Scary thought, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's not so scary.
I don't listen to the news at all. I gave up on it. I only deal with what's in my life right now. And that way I'm happier and I don't worry as much.
But we still have to try and keep our heads on a swivel. Know what's going on in other countries, because what's happening there could very well come here very quickly.
Well, and a lot of them are already here.
They are.
So many
Yep.
come in, and they're not just through the border, because they're flying them in now. That way they can say, oh, they're not coming over the border, so they fly them in. So they're saying, oh, look, numbers are down at the border.
Yeah.
And I think Monkey Works said yesterday that for 2 days, they've been having sniffers up there in New York around Buffalo, real hot and heavy. So whether they expect something up there or not, I don't know. But it is the 4th of July holiday, and might see more in fireworks. You never know.
Yep, you just never know.
I don't go out that I don't keep myself aware of my surroundings because usually I've got my daughter or my grandkids with me. And, I'd rather be aware and prepared than to think that I wasn't and something happened. I mean, we live in a small town, so we don't have much, but you never know.
Yep. See, my town's not very big either. I mean, per se, we kind of live down in like a bowl because of the lake and all that we're all by on this side of the lake. The other side of the lake's a big town. This side of the lake, not so much. So I get it, but I'm still only 10 or 15 minutes away from everything that I would
Yeah.
absolutely need, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, we're not far from the Kentucky River, and I have a big creek running down the center of our street and our subdivision. So, we don't have a whole lot, but you don't know what wanders in. They say they start in small towns.
Right. This is
Right.
true.
You're safer in a small town than you are in a big city. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah.
I know this much. I used to work in
Let 'em come down to
Minneapolis.
small town.
Yep. I used to work in Minneapolis, the biggest hospital in Minneapolis, HCMC, and Hennepin County Medical. And I am so glad I do not have to drive the 45 minutes to work and back again. But the biggest thing is they actually have had to break up homeless tent people on the hospital campus.
Yeah.
Yep. They're literally having to tell them they cannot put their tents up on hospital campuses.
Yeah.
So it's pretty scary.
But the cost of living wasn't so high.
True that.
Gallon of milk, $7, eggs, bread, your basics. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just everybody
Totally
price
ridiculous.
gouging. That's all it is. It's all
Yeah.
price gouging. In
Mhm.
reality.
Well, and like I was saying earlier today on Trust, these grocery stores and restaurants and all that, people don't think about the overhead they have. Electricity, rent, all their taxes, all of that. And when that raises, they raise their prices on food. So, yep, it just it's like a trickle effect.
More so like housing. I live in like a small area in New England. They're paying like $1,800 for a studio. And that
Hey.
landlord, their mortgage is probably $1,000.
Yep. It's about what it is here too, about $1,800 for a studio apartment.
Sickening.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's high.
Well, I'm not going to complain about my rent, though.
People are greedy.
Yeah. But then again, some of that too is because they've brought all these people here and there's a housing squeeze too, or rent, apartment squeeze where you can't find one. So the people that have one open are going to charge more for it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That happens too.
There's people that were born and raised here
Hey, B-Dub.
can't afford it.
B-Dub. And Tommy Gun Trading Cards. Welcome in. Yep. So, I mean, it's a lot of that too, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Vote for Pedro. He's our Charlie today. You know how you're Charlie? Well, we turned Trust into Charlie today. But welcome in, Vote for Pedro, fellow Minnesotan. Hopefully he enjoys today's weather.
I saw that silver is up today, though.
That's a good thing.
What's it up to?
30 something. 30 gold.
Mm.
Yeah, almost 31. Last I saw.
30.62 or something like that.
Dang. It's gone up a lot since October.
This just came across my news feed. Inches from death, it says. Shock moment. A 5K lump of metal flew off of a truck that does recycling and smashed through a camper van windscreen and hit the driver, leaving his arm dangling off.
Ooh.
So this is another incident. Granted, he's doing well at the moment. And the person whose truck it came off of is being charged for not covering his load.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently the state it happened in, they have laws that the load has to be covered. His was not. He hit a bump, and that went flying like a missile. So, as I was saying before, you never know what's going to happen.
Remember that movie? What's it called? Final Destination.
Mm-hmm.
And that truck was the logging truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of logging trucks around here. I'm always like, oh God, that's it. I'm done.
So,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you ladies.
Sure.
Are y'all really worried about not being able to get the things you need if something happens?
Me, myself, I'm not, because I'm prepared.
Like, what kind of things are you talking about? Just daily things, or?
Well, I mean, do you have everything to last at least 30 days without having to go to the store or anything?
Yeah, I do. We ordered a bunch of that containers of food. Have those.
The freeze-dried stuff, yep.
Yeah.
Because here's one thing a lot of people never think about. You know, something happens, everybody rushes to the gas station. They rush off to the pawn shops for protection devices. They rush off to the grocery stores, right?
Yep.
You never hear people saying, hey, I'm going to go to my food bank because I got one, or I'm going to go to one of the food pantries that the local churches have and hit them up while everybody else is at the big places. Now, you may not use it, you know, the food bank or the pantries and all that. And I worked at a food bank for 10 years here, so I know the process and all that. But you can get the local schedule for all the churches that have pantries, or if you have a food bank, get their schedule when they serve. It's good to have that list. You may not need it, but when something happens like that and you think you're missing some things, you can't go over there and just pick what you want. They're just going to give you the box of food or whatever. But that's better to go there and get that while everybody else is fighting and being stupid like World War Z at the grocery stores. You'll be a whole lot safer because not everybody's going to be raiding the food banks or the food pantries at the churches at the time. If you really need to get anything for backup.
Good advice.
So, because most people are like, oh, well, that's for needy people. No, in the last couple of years since the pandemic, people in Mercedes and, you know, Teslas and all this have been getting in line and getting free food. Do they look like they're needy if they got a Mercedes or a Tesla? No, they're just trying to save money where, you know, they have to spend on the food. Think about it.
Lori's World, hello.
Hey, Lori.
No, that's really good advice.
You know, a lot of people overlook that, but That would probably be one of the only safe places, I would say. I would still be packing for protection just in case, but
Yep. No, since just shortly before the pandemic, I mean, I've always been a prepper because I wanted, raising two kids, trying to work a full-time job, hubby working his job, it made life easier for me to have things on hand or pre-prepped for meals, et cetera, raising two kids.
yeah,
So it's just been a lifelong thing for me, canning, all of that, making homemade breads, et cetera.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Caitlin, I understand, but you'd be surprised that they've changed the income levels federally because of the high prices of everything. I mean, before you had to be either at food stamp level or lower in order to get the free food. Now you don't have to be. You just basically have to show, oh well, all my money's going to bills, so they give you food.
Oh, in our town, we have a couple of places, and one of them's a local place where you can take your stuff, like yard sale stuff, or when you clean out, and you can take it there, and they put it in the store really, really cheap and sell it. And then
Yeah,
they have food, and the stores also drop off produce and stuff. And everybody just drives up and just gets some. It's that way at the church and that that store there and another place.
yeah,
Um, they just give it away. They don't really ask for any. You just drive up and take it. They just ask that you don't take it all. You
yeah.
know.
And that's how they're doing a lot of them since the pandemic. And here's the catch: a lot of people don't realize all these food banks, they sell the stuff really cheap to the food pantries, which are the churches, and they do their own separate ones. And they always call the churches food banks. They're not. They're pantries at the churches, and the church can set up their standards of how they want to. But the food banks and all that are the ones that'll set up the lines, like Kickout was saying. And yeah, when everything goes down, the military is going to be too busy to be passing out food and water all the time. So what better if you have a food bank in your local area? They're going to be funneling all that stuff to that food bank. They got a place to store it, and they can turn around and pass the food out. You learn the system now, so when you need it, you can get it before everybody's having to go there to get food. Because the military is going to be way too busy in an emergency to be out there handing you a case of water.
yep.
Really got to look at it, especially if they end up doing a draft and all that other stuff. But I'm not trying to verbate and all that. I'm just trying to have y'all just be prepared. If you need to, you have another way.
Yep, exactly. This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
And when I do rotate my pantry out, if there's stuff that I know is going to need to be used within like 2-3 weeks, and I'm not going to be able to use it, it goes to my local food pantry.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. And working
Because
at the food bank for 10 years,
mm-hmm.
they take the expired stuff because they pass it out. It's not expired unless the seals are broken.
Right.
So if you think it's 6 months old, doesn't mean nothing. Open it up. You don't have funky smell, the mold and all that. It's still good. You may have to add a couple of spices to it, some salt, pepper, or whatever spices you want, because it does get bland, but it's still good. And yes, Ghost Ash Farmer know about the GMO thing, but would you rather have GMO food or no food at all? You got to weigh the pros and the cons.
Yep. And
you
Garvey, welcome in, hun.
And you also think about it. You may get something GMO, let's say a can of green beans or GMO. You could use that to barter with somebody. Maybe you need a gallon of gas. You'll be able to get a gallon of gas for a can of green beans. Think about it. You can give them the GMO one. They're not going to care. They're going to eat the green beans.
Yep, hunger does some awful things to some people.
You know,
I'm going to tell you that much too. It really does.
look at, unless you've been to third world countries, some people shy away here. Ooh, dumpster diving. Third world countries, that's the normal McDonald's there. Nobody's shying away from it. Ooh, you found some freaking old Subway sandwiches in the dumpster. I know it sounds sick, but if you're hungry, you'll eat it.
And this is true, which B-Dub experienced this with Katrina.
Yep.
He said, when it's hot, no running water, no ice, etc., your entire outlook on life changes. You physically go into fight or flight mode. Hey, Jason, welcome in, hon.
Yeah.
Jason.
Mm-hmm. And that does happen.
Yeah. Well, we just support me on it, so you're not scared. You can be level-headed, and remember what's been said.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Because, you got fear porn out there. You got people, you got to be packing anywhere you go all the time. It's been 2 weeks. People are going to try to kill you every day you walk outside your front door, check your mail. Be packing. You hear that stuff on YouTube, and it's like, okay, they're going to pick on me because I'm talking about pigs. I say it's medical information, but then they're going to pick on somebody freaking trying to scare the public about being packing to check their mail.
Exactly. Or that the price of food is going up to the point where stores are going to go out of business due to the fact that the food's going up. No, this is not true.
Yeah, where they're closing the stores because there's still food. There's plenty of food.
Yeah,
we're the country of plenty. There's just some of the silly regulations.
It raises the food prices.
Yeah.
For the truckers to bring it.
Okay, if you find mold in like 2 pieces of a full loaf of bread, do you throw the whole loaf away?
Yes.
Why? Let's say the bottom 2 pieces have some mold growing on it, you're gonna throw the whole loaf away. If the rest of the bread's still good and doesn't have mold on it, so you got to look at it. The homeless person will eat the rest of the bread except for the mold. Some of them will eat the mold too because, hey, antibiotics. So I personally wouldn't eat the mold, but.
And as B-Dub says, what came out of Katerina for him is on a positive note. The community comes together, you start meeting neighbors blocks away, and there's an effort for the common good of everyone. The environment changes.
Yorga, good morning.
I know Yorga baby's been here. You just missed him because she was dealing with her mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have our normal life things.
Yeah. Yeah, just slap some peanut butter on that moldy bread. You won't ever taste the mold. Peanut butter covers it up.
Well, I don't think I've ever purposely eaten mold on bread, but who knows?
Yeah. Oh, I've eaten bread, and then I've gotten like a day later, I'd go in there to get some more, and I discovered there's mold on the rest of it. And I'm like, ooh, I ate some yesterday. Well, It didn't have mold. It didn't have mold on it then. It didn't kill me. I didn't get sick. So, okay.
Right.
So, just expect
See, and that's why when I make bread, okay, I was making bread every Saturday morning at like 5 a.m. Okay, I'd get up, I'd make 12 loaves of bread. Okay, bake 2 of them when they were finally proofed enough to bake. The other ones I would wrap.
Because
I
give it to her like a half an hour before I give her egg.
I would wrap them, and freeze them. So when you take them out of the freezer, you just have to thaw them out. Wait till they get, start rising again, and then you can bake them. So that I always had bread. But my boys were starting to steal all my frozen bread dough. Yep. So, yeah, right now they're lucky. I still have like 7 loaves in the freezer down there. But all my bagels are gone. I'm so sad. I make homemade bagels too and do the same thing. I bake them off though and then freeze them. And yeah, my boys, they'll come over and they'll take a couple of bags of bagels and yep.
Yeah, I love bread, but just like Jason, I tried to not eat it, and I do feel better.
Well, they lied to us on the food pyramid. Remember at the bottom of the food pyramid, you're supposed to have 7 servings of grain. No wonder we're all like, and have
Yeah.
diabetes and everything else.
Angry Warrior Tackle Box. Big love, dude.
Cupcake, good morning.
Even though he says, the fuck? Gotta love my Angry Warrior, yep. So, I mean, there's a lot of things like that we forget that you can do, at home. Like me, I haven't bought pasta until just about 2 weeks ago. My husband asked me if I needed any pasta because, we were thinking about the 4th of July and he knew I wasn't capable of doing anything, and so I had him buy some pasta so I could make some pasta salads. But usually I make my own. Yep. It's super easy, super cheap, and tastes a whole lot better. Hey, AZ.
Well,
Yep.
I'm
So,
probably the younger generation that needs to have their lattes.
Right, Jason?
I'll give
So-
them 24 hours. Go ahead.
so I was just going to ask Silver Selling Machine. You're basically from the coin community, and you started where?
I just started in the coin community not too long ago.
I know, but where did you initially start?
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you were,
Just doing,
and you,
just doing the like the games, what we type it out and people, pick a number. Like I want spot number 4, and you fill it in. Once it got full, then you would run it. It could be 2 days before it got full.
okay.
Yeah.
But
So
okay,
I did
so
that.
what are your passions in the actual with coins? What do you really like?
Oh, I love finding errors and varieties and shiny pennies. Well, sorry, cents and dimes and quarters.
So she's more on the numismatic side of things that she really
Yeah.
likes to do.
Oh yeah,
That's-
I love it. I can talk for hours about it. I did it for hours this morning. I went through like a bunch of change. It's all pocket change.
Dun,
I find a
dun,
bunch of stuff.
dun.
Worth a lot of money.
Yep. Otherwise, she does go live on YouTube and does what most of the silver channels do, runs games and every once in a while she'll go on an early morning and just talk about the numismatics with John Wolf.
Yep, every Monday.
So yep, there's a lot of different things and different qualities that we all have. Thank goodness.
When I do the shows, more so, it's not even about doing the games. I just like meeting everybody, like reading chat when they interact and stuff. That's what I
Because
like the most.
because it's fun.
Yeah,
Yep.
or when I get like a really nice email because I did a free game, and they were having a bad day, and that made their
Yep.
day so much better. That's what I love.
Yep, sharing the love, which is what we all need to do. That's why I always tell people smile at somebody. Once a day, if you smile at one person, you just never know, man. That smile could go from that person to the next person to the next person. You never know.
True.
Yep. And so, Hit Gal,
Yes.
I bet you people don't realize how handy of a person you are.
Oh,
I didn't realize it till this morning either. She's literally working on what?
my washer tore up this morning, and so I had to take it apart, and it's working. I just got to get it back together now.
All right, guys.
I fixed my dishwasher here a while back. Well, I fixed it twice, 2 different issues. I work on my truck or the cars if they tear up. side-by-sides, lawnmowers, plumbing. The only thing I don't like is electrical wiring. I'm real nervous about it. I can do it, but I'm nervous. But I build
There,
fences or repair the any fences that I've got or work on gates. I kind of just generally do a little bit of whatever's needed because my husband works 6, 7 days a week, and I don't want him to have to do it.
there you go. But
Now,
never doubt the ingenuity of a woman, guys. I'm just saying.
wait. I got to do the counterpoint. The
Okay.
hick gal, admit it. There's
Well,
sometimes you've gone on YouTube to look at instruction videos on some of the stuff you're doing, correct?
oh, that's how I fixed my dishwasher because I know nothing about them, but that's
See?
how I fixed it.
She used her brain, people. YouTube can be, teach you how to do something too. That's all you got
Yep.
to do is sit there, watch the video until you have the confidence and you can do it yourself. See?
Exactly.
Because she used her brain. So I fixed my water heater. I don't know how many freaking times.
I will admit, I still need. I'm short. I'm just a little over 5 feet, so I'm short. I do sometimes need a little help from my husband or my oldest grandson. Now he's taller than me. Him or my oldest granddaughter. I sometimes need a little help, and doesn't hurt to have the muscles my husband has. So
Nope. I hear you on the short thing, girl. I'm only 5'2". Kin
I'm
is
5'2".
short. How tall are you, Silver Sewing Machine?
5'2".
There you go. We all feel for you. We know that short. My grandson caught me one day. I was up on the counters trying to get something down out of one of the high cupboards, and he goes, "Grandma, you're not a spider monkey. Get down. I'll help you."
Yeah, I jump on try and get on the counters. It's getting harder and harder.
I was up
And
in
he,
the tree and climbing up in the tree, and I was about, I don't know, I was only about 30 feet up. I had the chainsaw. Well, the chainsaw is heavy, so I put a rope on it over the limb to help me kind of balance it because I only had one hand to do it. I could hold the other hand on the tree limb, but then I could cut the tree down and let the limb fall. And I had the limb tied to another one, which was tied over to a post. So it didn't fall into the house, it fell away from the house.
there you
So
go.
you got to use things, you got to figure things out when you're short. And when you're not as strong as a man, let's face it, we are still women, not
Yep.
trying to be a man or nothing. We're still
Nope.
women.
The
I
spider.
agree.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things I wouldn't even attempt to do. Just be a strength wise. Nope. Or height wise either. My husband's a whole 1 foot taller than me. My grandson now hit 6 feet tall at age 14. And yeah, so it's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Well,
Opus
thank you.
Singer and welcome in. Lee Fleming, good to see ya.
Thank you, ladies. Y'all make me feel like I'm Andre the Giant here. Woo-hoo.
Okay, Charlie.
No, I'm Andre.
All right, Andre.
Say it like you mean it, baby.
Oh my goodness, Trust, I love you. Yep. But I mean, there are things that, don't ever count yourself short, whether you're, a small guy, a small woman, it doesn't matter. You know what? You put your mind to it and you investigate and you know, you can pretty much do just about anything. I'm not saying everything, just about anything.
Yep.
So, Hick Gal, what's on your agenda for the rest of the day? Finish fixing your dishwasher or
Nope.
your washing machine?
Yeah, I'm going to get it together. We're getting everything together for the cookout and to watch the fireworks that our neighborhood and they're going to do at the park, and just going to enjoy time with family because I understand how precious those moments are. Because I lost both my parents in 2019 and 2020. They lived next door. My grandmother a couple of years before that, and I've lost 4 grandchildren. So I have 11 living. I understand time is fleeting, and last year my husband had a serious issue, and we thought that he wouldn't be here this year. And so I
His
understand you got
officer.
to enjoy, you got to take advantage of that time, redeem the time.
Okay, food porn with Vote for Pedro. I have to do this. He's making waffles, I believe, with the way or French toast, the way his grandma used to make it, with real maple syrup, powdered sugar, topped with a layer of fresh blueberries and raspberries. Yum.
Good.
Okay, I vote for Pedro then.
Uh-huh. And what's on your agenda for the rest of the day there, Silver Selling Machine?
When I leave here, I'm going to go over to Snoopy's channel and do games with Adam and Ashley. And then at 8:15, I have Ladies' Night on Brad V's. Yeah.
Yep, and I will be posting both those links out onto my community page as soon as we're done here. And hopefully be able to mod for Adam. And Wacky Women's Wednesday on Brad V. So, yep.
Ladies' night.
So, Tin, what's on your agenda? A nap?
No, I got stuff to do around here, and hopefully we'll be back streaming on Sunday because we're out of the penalty box.
Yay! Awesome. Awesome. So,
Nightbot.
I don't have Nightbot.
Yep.
So there you go, Frog. I don't have Nightbot.
Where did that come from?
Yes, please. Yes, please drop Snoopy's live link. That would be amazing. $1 Million Meg, I love you.
She's so good.
I know.
Yeah, Jason, we got hit by the haters. They don't like what nuns have to say. Garrett. AB was just kidding when he said it was him. It wasn't him. It was the nun video. They don't like when nuns tell the truth.
What?
Crazy.
Nightbot, where did that come from?
I don't know because I don't have Nightbot. I don't pay for StreamYard, as a matter of fact. So, no Nightbot. And then in 3.5 hours for Gold Sniping Farmers auction, he's got tons of intaglio going up on the block.
Uh-oh.
What? It took you, it says me not to use caps. Well, that's weird.
Who is this Nightbot?
Yeah, I have no idea because
Probably
I don't have.
going.
You can make Nightbot. You can make it so caps don't matter. There's a whole bunch of settings in it.
Yeah, but I don't have Nightbot downloaded. I'm streaming from my phone, girl.
Yeah.
My laptop took a pooper.
Yeah, how did Nightbot get?
I don't know. It would have to be downloaded, wouldn't you think? I'm wondering if it's StreamYard's messing with me.
Oh, he is there.
No, it's either Google. Usually it's Google that messes with the chat over YouTube, but YouTube's been known to mess with it too. So.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, that's weird because I don't even use Nightbot.
Right?
Nightbot is for people that are monetized channels that are worried about, they have to have.
I have Nightbot. I'm not monetized.
But
No, but you use your Nightbot to drop people's pay information
yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Most of the people that use Nightbot, they're just the ones that are using YouTube as a job.
Right. And this is true. Nightbot would have had to been added as a mod. I don't have Nightbot. It's crazy. But on that note, I'm going to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, chat, because without chat, we don't have channels. And we love you all. And I want to thank my guests, Trust in God, Silver Selling Machine, Tin TV, and Hit Gal. I just want to say stay blessed, guys, not stressed. Smile at somebody. You never know how it'll change their day. And please check on your neighbors. You never know when you will be the neighbor that needs to be checked on. Any last words, Trust?
No, just tell your loved ones you love them. You don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes or 24 hours.
Silver Selling Machine, any last words?
Just be kind.
It's a lot of last words. Be kind. Tin, any last words?
I want to know where this Nightbot came from.
I do too. I'm going to have to try and investigate it.
Shit, I don't know. What Nightbot? Get out of here.
Nightbot, who's your mama?
Hit Gal, any last words, hon?
Nightbot, who's your daddy?
Well, I'm going to leave something for Tin here because every Sabbath we Jews have it's the Parashah or the Haftorah, and I think it's kind of interesting with what Tin's going through. That it was the rebellion of Korosh, the cousin of Moses and Aaron, and it's talking about their 250 of their followers. Some rebels. Now this is going to be for you, Tin. Some of the rebels are swallowed by the ground, while others are consumed by fire from God, and others die in the plague. And then it talks about the priests and the Levites and all the people of God that they are given gifts. And that's in Numbers 16 and 18 and 28. And 10, just let those people go. And, God's going to consume them, whether it's swallowing them in the ground or by fire or a plague. Let God take care of them.
Amen.
Yep. Let go and let God. And amen to that. So on that note, I'm going to thank everybody. Have a great day, and we're out.
See you at Stoopy's.